Hello, dear ones. So let's see what guidance we have from the universe. So to start off, we have the Five of Swords. So this represents a conflict or a battle of some sort in some way in your life. It could be a specific relationship, it could be a work situation, it could be where you're living. Take it how it resonates for yourself. But this was followed by the Ten of Wands. So this is showing that this has been a really heavy, difficult cycle, but you're now at the end of this. 10 represents completion. So the universe wants you to know that you are at the end of this lesson. You're also at the end of this cycle. It could have been really difficult, it could have been really heavy. And burdensome for you, but the universe wants you to know that you are now at the end of this cycle. And this was followed by the Ace of Swords. So this represents clarity. It also represents victory. So you have learned whatever you needed to learn from this lesson, from this difficult situation in your life. Okay, and you are victorious over this. Okay, beautiful. You've received the clarity that you needed to. You've realized what you've needed to with regards to this specific situation in your life. And this is also followed by the Page of Swords. So this is showing to stay vigilant. Okay, to really trust your intuition. I feel like this was part of the lesson for you, was trusting your intuition, because we can often, through conditioning in our life, through childhood, through society, we can, through conditioning, just, fob off, any intuitive feelings that we're feeling. But you're being guided here to be vigilant, to trust your intuition, to trust your gut feeling when you meet specific people, when you're in specific situations. If something feels off about it, trust your feeling, okay, and set clear boundaries, which is this is also representing. Then we have the Queen of Swords, followed by the King of Swords. So this is a divine counterpart here. This is showing that you have taken back your power, and in a balanced way with your divine masculine and your divine feminine within yourself. Okay, now the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords both speak their truth. They are strong in their power. They communicate what they need to do clearly, and they cut out anything in any form that is no longer for their highest and better good. In a loving way, of course. That this is showing that you have taken back your power. You have set clear boundaries. You have cut out anything in any form that is no longer for your highest and better good. So you are strong in your power in a balanced way with your divine masculine and feminine here. This could also represent a counterpart. Let's see. Okay, and then we have the Judgment card. So this is all about calling in a new era. Okay, so this is the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. There is actually a little caterpillar in this card. I don't know if you can see that, but this is showing that you're going through a powerful transformation, and she's looking at herself in the reflection here. So this is a powerful transformation that you're going through with yourself, okay? And you're shifting into a new cycle, into a new version of yourself. Learning what you have in this last cycle, as difficult as it has been, okay? You're now transforming into a new version of yourself where you're strong in your power and you trust your intuition. Okay, beautiful. Then we have the Hanged Man. So this is showing that as you're shifting into this new cycle, you're in a bit of a limbo mode. You're like between cycles, between worlds. Okay, so this is a good time to focus on inner reflection and illumination. The Hanged Man achieves illumination. So this is all about inner reflection as you're going through this transformation and you're shifting into this new cycle. It was also followed by the Hermit. So again, this is showing to focus on your own inner wisdom, to try and shut off from the outer world for a certain time. Meditate if you meditate, do whatever you feel called to do, but you've been guided here to trust your own inner wisdom and connect with your own inner wisdom. Don't listen to what other people are saying, what other people are doing. Focus on your own inner wisdom. What is truth for you? Okay, and trust your intuition. Okay, then we have the Chariot here. So this is showing that this is what's coming into your life. You have movement coming into your life. Okay, so this is what you've got coming into your life. It can also represent travel as well. So maybe you're going to be traveling as well. Take that if it resonates. But this is what you've got coming into your life. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is showing to keep the faith. So whatever you have been working towards, whatever you're passionate about, if the things have maybe not worked out, maybe there's been delays, maybe there's been setbacks, maybe things have not worked out exactly the way that you wanted to. Okay, this is part of the process, and you're being guided by the universe to keep the faith and to not give up. Okay, this also was also followed by the Knight of Pentacles. So you've been guided here to be patient. Okay, things don't happen overnight as much as we would like them to. Okay, so you've been guided here to stay patient and to not give up. If things haven't worked out, then it's part of the learning process. Okay, then we have the Two of Wands. So this is showing a unity of some sort. So this can represent a collaboration of some sort, especially to do with creative matters, creative projects, whatever you're passionate about, whatever brings you the highest joy. It looks like you could be collaborating with someone with regards to what you're passionate about. And it was followed by the Knight of Wands, followed by the King of Wands. So this is showing that you're shifting from the Knight of Wands into the King of Wands. Okay, so you're being guided here to take action where is necessary. The King of Wands goes after what he wants. He's really passionate, he's really creative, and he goes after what he wants. So that means you need to take the action necessary to follow your passions and make them manifest into your life. Okay, so don't give up, I feel, is the main message from the universe here. Even if things are not working out, even if there's delays, setbacks, whatever it may be, don't let it dishearten you. Okay, it's part of the process, it's part of the journey. Okay, so keep on following your passions, take action where necessary, and have patience throughout the process. Okay, so let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please get some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? So to start off, we have the Unfinished Symphony card. So it looks like there may be something that is unfinished. Now, this could relate to specific projects that you've been working on. As we saw with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe it's not worked out. Maybe there's been delays, setbacks, whatever it is. If there's an unfinished project, you're being guided here to keep on going, to go the distance, okay, to finish that project, okay, to not give up with whatever it is. As I say, any delays, setbacks, anything like that is part of the learning process, okay? So you're being guided here to go the distance with any unfinished projects that you've been working on. Then we have the yin energy. So this is shown to try and shift into the yin energy, which is the feminine energy, which is all about being receptive. Okay, and this can be difficult for someone. Some people, take it how it resonates for yourself. Maybe you're someone who is more in the masculine energy, where you're all about taking action, doing things, using your logical mind. Okay, but you're being guided here to try and shift into the yin energy, which is all about being creative and being open to receiving. okay, and which is not always easy for some people, depending on, maybe conditioning from childhood. Okay, take it how it resonates for yourself, but try and shift into this yin energy of receiving. Okay, and then we have new life. Okay, you have a whole new life coming in as you shift into this new cycle. So be open to receiving it. Okay, make sure you don't have any blocks or any beliefs that are maybe closing you off to the new opportunities that are coming into your life. Okay, so be open to receiving the new opportunities coming into your life. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please receive some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective, please? So to start off, we have Goddess Aditi with expand your consciousness. So you've been guided here to expand your consciousness, expand your awareness, especially as you're going through this powerful transformation and you're shifting into this new cycle. It's a really good time to expand your awareness, to expand your consciousness, and you can call on Goddess Aditi to help you with this if you feel called to. Okay, then we have Thoth with divine masculine. So you could have a divine masculine coming into your life. Okay, take it how it resonates for yourself. If you are male, you could be attracting a female into your life who is strong in their divine masculine within themselves. Take it how it resonates for yourself. But it looks like there could be a divine masculine coming into your life. We did see the unity card. There is going to be a collaboration of some sort. So you could have a divine masculine coming into your life with whatever you're working on. Then we have God Ra with share your gift. So you've been guided here to share your gift. Okay, because this world needs whatever it is that you have to offer. Okay, and so there's definitely a lot of Egyptian energy here. You could feel really connected to ancient Egypt. Maybe you had a lifetime there that could resonate for you. Take it how it resonates for yourself, but you've been guided here to share your gift. This could involve working with a divine masculine. Okay, there is going to be a collaboration of some sort. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please get some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? So to start off, we have the trader card here. Exchange energy to create abundance. So this is very connected with the share your gift card. So you've been guided here to share your gift, to share what you have to offer in this world, okay? Because it will create abundance for you, okay? What you put out is what you get back, okay? So share your gift, okay? And then we have the Hermit card. So this is coming out two times now. So this is really significant. The universe is really highlighting this. Okay, so you're really being guided to connect with your own inner guidance in whichever way that you feel called. Okay, you could meditate, do a guided meditation, whatever you feel called to do. But you're really being guided to retreat and recharge. Okay, because this has been a really difficult, really heavy cycle that you've been through. So it's really important that you rest and recharge. Focus on deep levels of replenishment. Okay, focus on self love and self care. Okay, before you shift into this whole new cycle. Okay, and then we have Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay, so this is showing that the seeds you have planted and the seeds that you are planting are going to reap rewards. They are going to bear fruit. Okay, so you've been guided here to enjoy the growth that you will be experiencing. You will receive rewards. Okay, but you need to keep on following your passions. Don't let anything sway you. Don't let anything put you off. If something doesn't quite work out, take it as a lesson, a part of the learning process, and keep on going. The point is to not give up, okay? Because you will reap rewards and you are going to bear fruit from whatever it is that you're working on. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have. Any specifics with regards to what you're passionate about? So a lot of cards came out here, but I'm going to take them. I feel called to take all of these cards. So to start off, we have the nutrition card. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Okay, this is not going to be for everyone. Take it if it resonates. But if you enjoy cooking, okay, it is your gift and your passion to cook and share nutritious foods with people, then take that how it resonates. Otherwise, this could be guidance from the universe to nourish yourself, okay, to focus on eating healthy foods, especially during this time. Okay, because it will be for your better good to nourish yourself. Okay, and then we have study. So you've been guided to study, to read, research, educate yourself. So maybe there's some skills and knowledge that you need to gain. Maybe you need to go back to studying. Maybe you want to go back to school and study something that you maybe are really interested in, but you don't have a lot of knowledge or certification of. Okay, so you've been guided here to study. We also have travel coming out. So it looks like your life purpose could involve traveling to other parts of the world to share what it is that you're passionate about. We also have teaching. I feel like you're going to be a guide, a teacher of some sort. We also have counseling and spiritual teacher. So I feel like you're definitely going to be guiding people, teaching people in some way, in some form here. You're going to be traveling the world. Okay, you're going to be sharing guidance, wisdom, and knowledge that is going to help people. Now, this could specifically be to do with spiritual teachings. Okay, maybe you're going to share spiritual teachings with people. Take it how it resonates for yourself, but it definitely looks like you're going to be sharing your guidance and your wisdom with people and traveling the world as you do so. Okay, and this is going to bring you infinite abundance. Wow, beautiful cornucopia energy here. Okay, you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So the universe wants you to know if you follow your passions, it is going to reap rewards. You are going to experience abundance because what you put out is what you get back. Okay, especially if what you're doing is going to help people in some way, in some form. Okay, now it could be cooking specifically, or you could be sharing knowledge and wisdom that is going to help people. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what further guidance we have, dear divine beings of the highest love light. So to start off, we have the boundaries card. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, now this was already shown with the tarot cards. I feel like this is something you have been doing already. If not, you're being guided to set clear boundaries. Okay, if there's been people trying to pull on your energy, especially if it's toxic relationships, work situations, whatever it is, you're being guided here to set clear boundaries and, if necessary, cut certain people, situations out of your life entirely. Okay, then we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So if you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? If you could do anything and you knew you would be supported, what would it be? And the universe is bringing this up because the universe wants you to know that you will be supported. Okay, the universe is always with us, is always guiding us, is always supporting us in our journey of life. So you've been guided here to trust your path and to follow and do whatever it is that you're passionate about because you will be supported. Okay, and then we have the play card. Have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. Okay, so you've been guided here to try and play, to try and have fun, to try and maybe do something that you don't usually do. Maybe do something that brings you joy, do something that will make you feel good. Okay, and try and have more fun. And you know, things can be difficult in life, but try and see the bright side of things if you can. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, any further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? Okay, so to start off, we have clear aura. So you've been guided here to try and clear your energy, okay? Try and especially set clear boundaries, okay? Protect your energy and make sure your aura is clear, okay? Focus on healing, focus on cleansing your energy. Okay, then we have divine love. Okay, so there could be a divine union here. There could be a divine partner for you. We did see the Queen and the King of Swords appear as a divine union, a divine partnership. I was feeling maybe this would represent a divine union. Okay, so there could be divine love coming in for you. Okay, beautiful. And then we have practical intuition. Okay, so you're being guided here, as we already saw with the tarot cards, to trust your intuition. And I feel like this is something that you have been doing, but you've been guided here to continue to trust your intuition. Okay, and be practical. Really use your logic and your intuition in balance. Okay, in every situation. Could also be good to connect with Mother Earth. Make sure you're staying nice and grounded as well, because if you're too much in the air, it can really mess with your intuition. Okay, so make sure you're nice and grounded to receive clear guidance. Okay, because we have the stone circles in the background there. I hope you can see that. So maybe even connecting with stone circles if you feel called to do so. But you've been guided here to stay nice and grounded and trust your intuition. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what final guidance we have here. Wow. This card literally flew out onto my left arm, and the left side of the body represents the feminine intuition. Okay, wow. So the final guidance here is wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Okay, so as difficult as it can be, okay, try and see whatever adversaries and difficulties you have been through in this last cycle. Try and see it as an opportunity to expand your spiritual light. Okay, you will be learning from it in some way, in some form. It will be for your better good in some way, in some form. So try and see things from a higher perspective. Try and see and feel, what have I learned from this? Okay, why has this happened? What would be the main lesson from this for me? Okay, and try and see it as an opportunity to gain further wisdom and expand your spiritual light, because it's usually through adversaries that we advance more spiritually. Okay, this is your guidance for today. Take care.